Hi guys, it's me, Opal, as some of you already know. Sorry if my thing's muffled, I don't really have a mic. A lot of people have already talked about this topic and there are already a lot of amazing videos about this specific topic, like SodaTab made a really good video about this. I would recommend watching that. But I just want to talk about how I personally connect with my stereotypes, since I know I myself actually struggle with it, and many others do as well. This isn't scripted, this is just promptly of what goes on in my brain. I'm very fidgety because I get nervous. I've never made an outspeaking video. Sorry if my grammar's weird too. But yeah, let's get into the video. One of the first things people think about when they hear Therian or see a Therian is their masks or tails. These are a part of the category of gear. Gear is used to express your alter human, non-human, or any identity. It's just called different things in different groups. This is my most recent theriotype mask, Opal, and this is my persona mask. You see, your stereotype can type, or any type can consist of any color, of any variety. This is Duality, a Slipknot themed spider alien cat thing, and I connect with it a lot, I think, as a persona, but I think it makes pretty good gear. And then I have my tails. I have more tails than this, but personally, this one reminds me of my German Shepherd stereotype, and it is my favorite at the moment. I really like how it wags, and I like the texture. Tails, I also have some ears. They're opossum ears that my friend made, and ears, tails, masks, anything like that sort. Any form of cosplay as an animal could be considered as gear. How you style yourself can also be counted as gear. I personally really like this shirt. It helps me feel a little bit more connected to my stereotypes because it's more bony, more like carcass type, and opossums, vultures, all things within that category are trashy and bone stuff type. As you can see, it has different animal bones. This is thrifted. It doesn't have a brand, I'm sorry. It's not on the shirt. But I also really enjoy wearing baggy pants, a lot of tails, short sleeves. Jewelry can definitely be a part of that. Your stereotype, collars. I have a collar that I really like, and it definitely helps me connect to my dog stereotypes. It makes me feel more what you'd call puppy, doggy, more like me. My mane is an opossum, but I express myself more as a dog because that's just how I feel. I feel more doggy, more cat, I feel more like a dog than I do an opossum, but I feel like an opossum is me, if that makes sense. Also, how you have your room set up as you can see, I have a lot of posters, a lot of stuff, making it seem cluttered. I like the feeling of clutter, I like trash, I like all that stuff, and opossums are kind of more trashy animals, and I really like bones, insects. I collect bones and insects, and that's also kind of more opossum type. If you're a dog Therian of any sort of canine, you could collect bones, balls. I actually have a tennis ball I found that I really like. You collect dog toys. You could use a dog bed, bandanas, collars, leashes, all stuff like that. If you're a cat, you could collect mouse toys, fish stuff. Collecting things of your stereotypes food is also pretty cool and could also help quite a bit. It's different for everybody. It helps me a little bit. I have this fish that I got from the thrift store that I really like. It's a realistic fish. If you go to Bass Pro, you'll see the big ones. It's it's a little one. They don't sell it there, I don't think. Finding your stereotypes food. it could definitely be helpful. And storing it around, and just like stuffed animals, trinkets, all sorts of stuff. Just to show a little bit more of my room, here's this spot. I really like this spot. It helps me feel a lot more connected because we got some bones, deer, cat bone up there, and we have different furs. We have that, and then, you know, over here, I really like over here, shark helps me feel closer to my more aquatic theriotypes. And we got a bunch of opossums on the walls. In my hobbies, Wings of Fire and stuff, I feel like I almost am a dragon of some sort. And I felt that way for a while, so that definitely helps me feel more connected. Books can definitely help with that. I really like Wings of Fire. Like I said, it helps me feel more connected to my theriotype. These books over here are aesthetically pleasing, which also helps me feel like they're darker, they're animal type. This book right here, The Wolf Called Wonder, definitely helped me connect to my canine theriotype. If you don't know about it, it's based off a true story about a wolf who traveled really far, and it just talks about a wolf's life. Collecting things of your theriotype also really helps me, because while they are my theriotype, they're also my very favorite animal. I'm like obsessed with opossums. They're like my favorite. I got this book about the opossum tracks. It just all really helps me connect a little bit more. The media and the people you decide to surround yourself with, it can also really impact how connected you are, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm not saying to like leave your friends, go find somebody who's acts all doggy and stuff. Stay with your friends as long as they're healthy for you. But there are some people who will make you feel like happy on the inside, something that'll make you more excited. Like, for me, when I'm around my boyfriend, I feel more like, excited, doggy, you know, excited. And when I'm around my other friend, I also feel more doggy excited, aka my cousin. And the content you decide to surround yourself by, that too, if you don't want to, don't be like, oh, I can't watch this because it doesn't help connect me to my theriotype. I mean, if you want to, you can obviously do that if that'll make you happy. But if you don't want to, don't do it. So, like, Soda Tab really connected me to my theriotype. Cicada Wings, when they didn't have all the allegations, and when I was younger, they helped me find my theriotype through their videos. These are just examples. I'm not saying you should go watch these people. You should, like, definitely watch Soda Tab, though. I think they're really cool. I'm just saying what helps me. Who else is there? Stinky Cat, aka Opal, helps me feel more connected through her Quadrobics and just how fluid she is. Zombie Tooth helps me a little bit connect. Their videos are also really cool. I really like how Zombie Tooth's masks are like darker, more of like, kind of more realistic for a cartoony style. Kind of like this, but like more advanced. It's like, and then Forest Gems, I love their masks. I think that's their channel. It helps me. Like, they also made a pretty cool video of like eating as my theriotype, doing this as my theriotype, making this mask, doing quads as my theriotype. Those videos definitely help me, and I think they might help you too, depending who you are. The second thing when people think about Therian is, oh, they walk around on all four legs. It's called Quadrobics. They do it to help feel more like their animal, like masks or tails. So there are many different ways you can do Quadrobics. You can do it on all fours, and like quad, I'm pretty sure means four. So, you know, all fours, or you could do bird Quadrobics, which is like being a bird. Seal, I personally really like. It's called galumphing. I personally really enjoy that. Seal movements. Quadrobics can come in many shapes and forms, and you don't have to be a specific size, shape, color. to do any of this stuff. Quads is inclusive unless you have like mental or physical disabilities that make you not able to. You don't need to do quads to be a Therian. There are many others. The Therian, what you need to be a Therian is like you. You just need you to be a Therian. Fake Therians are not real. They're just misinformed people. And half the time, I don't think they're fake. Either they're confused or like they're convincing themselves that they're fake because everybody else tells them they're fake, so they feel like they're fake. So Quadrobics is definitely really good. It also helps build muscle, and building muscle and staying strong and having a good attitude is definitely something that can keep you connected to your theriotype. For me, I feel more connected to my theriotype when I have good hygiene, am happy, eating good, and getting good sleep, rather than if I'm depressed, not eating, have terrible hygiene, and not getting good sleep. I get more excited, I get more happy, and those are the main things that I experience when I'm thinking of my like therianthropy. Happy, excited. Those are what like pop out more. You can also connect to your theriotype by the activities you do. This kind of goes with, you know, content, books, and stuff like that. Quadrobics, that's definitely one of them. I already talked about that though. Going outside in the woods is definitely something I really enjoy doing. And going to creeks and exploring. I love exploring. I love climbing trees. I love flipping rocks. I love catching things. And then, you know, releasing it, of course. But I just really like the thought of hunting for something, I guess. Catching it, seeing it, and just admiring the creature that I found, and then, like, letting it go. I like hunting for bones, rocks. I got a few mushrooms that I found. Don't go looking for mushrooms unless you, like, know what you're doing. And I personally wear gloves and put it in a plastic bag before I know anything about it. But, like, don't ingest it unless you know if you can eat them. Going outside, swimming helps me with my aquatic theriotypes. Trampoline parks might help. Fields, that ties in with going outside. There's all sorts of things that could help you feel connected to your theriotype. Some people feel connected by going to the park and swinging on swings. I know going to the park definitely connects me with mine. Swinging with swings could help with bird theriotypes. Or maybe going really fast on something can help you with your cheetah theriotype, or your falcon theriotype, or just your fast creature theriotypes. There are all sorts of different theriotypes. But activities are definitely something that help. Along with activities, there are crafts you can do. I am currently working on a little opossum trashy type-esque like little booklet for myself. So we got a mushroom themed opossum and, you know, more opossum like S type stuff. Crafts and all sorts of things, you know, you can make your own tails, you can make your own ears, you can make patches, you can make booklets, you can make posters. Did I say masks already? I can't remember. You can make jewelry, and you can do all this super cool stuff. You can sculpt your theriotype. You can just, you know, like, you can sculpt it, build it, draw it, animate it. You could do any of that. Another thing that might help you connect to your theriotype is pets, or animals you surround yourself with. Like, animals are not gear. They are your friend, your family. But, like, if you have a dog, it might help you feel a part of the wolf pack. If you have a cat, it might make you feel like you just are in, like, a clan, like warrior cats type stuff. If you have, like, a lizard, it might make you feel like, you know, you're, like, live in the wild and you just have encountered a lizard. If you have insects, it's pretty cool because, like, it's also like you're in the wild and you just encountered an insect. It can also help you, all these things can help you feel a part of the pack. Especially dogs, they, like, are a little special in the brain, so they're, like, they don't really know. So they'll definitely treat you as a part of the pack, and they'll treat you as, you know, one of their own, like their friend, their family. Dogs love affection and love when you hang out with them. So even doing quads next to them is something that'll get them excited. Petting them, barking with them, and stuff. Vocals is another big thing that helps some people connect to their theriotype. Opossums can make like screeching sounds, kind of, and you know, there's birds, dogs, all sorts of things. Food is also a great way to connect to your theriotype. When I think about grapes, I think, oh, grape. That's like opossum. Not for any particular reason, but fruits, vegetables is your theriotype. Omnivorous, carnivorous, herbivorous, I don't know, herbivorous, I have no idea. Any of those. Like, you could eat more fruits, you could eat more vegetables, you could eat more meats. I personally eat a lot of cheese and fruit. I really like cheese and fruit. I'll also eat fish sticks and chicken nuggets. I'm autistic and I'm kind of picky with what I eat. You may be picky too, but there's a lot of things out there that you can find that you can eat. Maybe you're an insectivore, I think that's what it's called, and you like eating insects. Maybe find insect-shaped food. Like, if you're, let's say, you like, your theriotype likes eating grubs, rice. Sorry if I ruin rice for you guys, but rice looks like grubs. You could eat that. You could find real insects to eat, not forage them, get them from somebody who knows what they're doing. There are many places where you could get stuff like that. You know, there's meat, fish. Fish is a big one. I don't eat a lot of fish. I'll eat fish sticks, but fish for like sea animals, felines, maybe like, you know, bear theriotypes. There are all sorts of things you can eat that can help you feel more connected with your theriotype. The stuffed animals you surround yourself with can also impact your therianthropy. Personally, these are my two ESAs, like emotional support stuffed animals, but this is Roger and this is Franklin. They both help me feel close to my theriotype. Franklin is like my child, like she's my baby, like I'm her opossum mother, and I just feel like he is me in a way. Like, we're the same. Roger is, I think, a burr seal from Goffa, Goffa, and Franklin is from Wild Republic. She is an opossum. They help me feel close to my theriotypes. I have a lot of opossum stuffed animals, and I have a lot of canine stuffed animals. I have all sorts of different stuffed animals. These definitely can help you because they also make you, if you can't have pets, they can also make you feel part of the pack. They can make you feel like, oh my gosh, they're like my friend. Like if you have a lot of wolves stuff, like, oh my gosh, I'm a wolf, I'm a pack. We're a pack. We're together. That is, you know, this can help with your therianthropy. The last thing I'd like to talk about are video games. Video games can help you a lot with connecting to any theriotype you have, even if it doesn't have your specific animal in mind. Like, when I was younger, I grew up playing, you know, like Animal Jam. I still play that. I played Wolf Quest. Wait, that's 3 fingers. Wolf Quest, which is a really good game. I recommend it, especially, it costs money on computer, but I highly recommend getting it. There are Roblox games like Wings of Fire, Warrior Cats, you know, wolf role plays, all sorts of like lion role plays. And then there's like wolf simulators, goat simulator. Goat simulator is pretty fun. And, you know, there's all sorts of animal games. There are amazing graphics. I love the game Stray. It is amazing. If you don't know, it's about a cat who pretty much gets separated from its friends and has to help the robots because there's no more people, and it has to help the robots escape the bad guys, which are called Zergs. I think it's like, and you can meow in it. when I learned I could meow, I just meowed like a ton. I'm pretty sure I learned how to meow before anything else. There are multiple games that I'm sure you can find that these contain one of your theriotypes. There are games where you aren't playing as your theriotype, but you can collect things of your theriotype. And there are all things, like stuff like that. I really hope this video helped you guys. I'm sorry that it's kind of low quality and I stutter a lot, like saying and stuff, but I really hope you guys liked it. If you guys did enjoy this video, like, subscribe. That's how I'll know if I should continue making long form content. Thank you guys. I love all of you so much and have an amazing day.